Welcome to Motivational Moment. I'm Coach Rosa Smith-Montanaro, your training and workshop coordinator with RochesterWorks. We have weekly inspirational, motivational little coaching mini sessions where I give you something to think about and focus on for the week to keep you going in the right direction. And we have wrapping up a series here, and it's Mind Hacks to spring clean negativity from your mind. Who doesn't need a little spring cleaning of negativity, right? It creeps in without even noticing it. And we have talked about a number of things. We've talked about, I've talked about morning mantras, which was week 1, which I want you to go back and watch. We talked about how to remove self-doubt in week 2. And then we talked about how to make feeling confident part of your reality, really, how to make this mantra, this goal, this desire part of your everyday reality. And so now we're wrapping this up with one final thought, one really important mind hack, and that is taking consistent action. So acting and taking consistent action based on the future you. The future you. Imagine for a moment that your future self is saying, I'm so glad we did that. I'm so glad we did that. Smartest thing we ever did. What is it you did? You have to align with that which you want, because your mind goes in that direction of whatever you're predominantly focused on. If you're focused on the failures of the past, you repeat them. If you're focused on your fear of what's going on around you, you'll find obstacles. If you focus on the problems that could pop up, you'll find lots of problems. We must focus on the future goal, the future you accomplishing this and bring it to now and say to yourself, what would I have said? Like, thank you for doing that. What is it that you did that future you would be thankful for? I will tell you for myself, years ago, when I was asked, would you consider teaching for our organization? We have to train you. And we don't pay you to be trained, but we only hire our own trainers. I thought, well, my goodness, at this point in my career, people should pay me for my time. They really should. But I also love training. And I thought free training, it's in the career advisement world, career development. I think I'll try it. I did it. And you know what happened? Within a couple days, I started realizing I like this kind of work. And then within right after the training, I was asked, do you have time to teach for us? Which I was never given a guarantee. It was just one step, one step, one step. I started teaching for them. And the next thing happened is they had an opening. And then they needed more hours from me. And then I went on site to a career center and I got more training and more I was paid to do this now. And that led me to my role at RochesterWorks. I would have never been qualified to come work here if I didn't have that training. And it was my future me now, 20 years later, looks back at that 20-year younger Rosa and says, I am so glad you went through the pain and the frustration and all that work of learning something that was so out of your wheelhouse, because look at you now. You're doing something you absolutely love. What is the future you telling you to do? What would you be doing if that was inevitable? And think about the future you. And take that consistent action based on that. I hope this is helpful. I hope you've enjoyed this series. I deliberately made it short for you and very concise because I want you to listen to these videos. I want you to take this action and I want you to tell us how you're doing. I want you to share these videos with other people and use these motivational moments for your own inspiration and to listen to them over and over again. I look forward to seeing you in some of our workshops and on social media. You have a wonderful, wonderful day and let us know how you're doing. Take care, my friends, and thank you for joining me. I'm totally honored that you spent the time with us.